Welcome to one of the biggest preview of the season, but not in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup. It's Chelsea versus Arsenal in the semi-final first leg down at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday. Now, this is gonna be a classic battle between two big English teams fighting for who's gonna win the first league trophy of the season. And now this is gonna be a battle whereby tactical stuff from the coaches matters, but wouldn't matter as much as who's gonna die on the line on the pitch on Wednesday. Now, this is a bragging right. Now, this is a rivalry between two teams in London, the red and the blue side. Now, who's gonna come on top? Just stick and watch my video because you're right here with your boy G to the E to the N to the E to the S, as I always say. Stick out. All right, yeah. So today we shall be discussing about the games and what Chelsea, as a Chelsea fan, from my perspective, what Chelsea can do in order to win that game, and what I think the preferred starting lineup should be, and what I think Liam Rosenau would bring out as a starting lineup for that game. And also, we shall also be seeing what happened in the last game against Arsenal and how can we improve. And we all know from the Arsenal side, unlike the Chelsea side, which is unpredictable because this is a new manager, and we all know what Arteta is going to bring up on that game. Now, Chelsea, why this game really matters because this is a game whereby both teams will want to show this is what we're made of. For Chelsea, winning this game and going on to the final of the Carabao Cup is a chance for Chelsea to win a trophy in this season. Like that's how the trophy, reality trophy. Definitely, Chelsea's not going to win the Premier League. We all know Champions League. We don't know about that. But for this game, such as the Carabao Cup, such as the FA Cup, these are games, these are cups Chelsea should pick up and win and prove that this is what we have to present for the season. Now, for the Arsenal side, Arsenal winning this game and moving on to the EFL Cup final and also winning the final, it's a morale booster for the team. Now, if Arsenal does that, I'm telling you, they're going to go on and win the Premier League and win the champion. That's how it operates. Team cohesion. Once they have this team spirit and they have a trophy to show that we've won this, we can do and go on and do much better. They can actually do much better than we think. Now, what happened in the last game? Chelsea had did Arsenal in the Premier League in Stamford Bridge, and the game ended 1-1, which we're all like happy and impressed with as Chelsea fans, and because Arsenal had to come up and equalize later. Now Chelsea scored the first goal in that game, and we're like doing well in that game and playing well and playing well and playing well and playing well. Now this game on Wednesday is not a game we want to hear. Oh, we played well but lost. We want to hear we played well and won the game because that has been Chelsea's story this season. Chelsea have been playing well. Even games you see Chelsea losing 2-1, go watch the game. Chelsea must have had chances to win that game at 3-0, but due to the lack of inconsistency and maturity and leadership in the team, it cost the team so many points this season. Now, what's going to happen? That game against Chelsea and Arsenal later came up and equalized 1-1 due to the fact that at the back post it was just free and they had nobody marking Merino. Merino had the chance to just head the ball in, and everyone was like, what happened? What happened? Now, Chelsea must have learned from that game. Arsenal is a very strong team from the defense. When I mean the defense, from the goalkeeper to the center backs, I mean personality and also the system wide. They are like really strong. Down to the midfield and down to the attack, they are really strong. They are very good on set pieces. Now, Chelsea have to take note of those key details about this Arsenal team. Now, Arsenal team, they are very good at the pressing. Like they have this high energy. They press well from the front, and Chelsea also has that energy to press very well. Now, Chelsea does very good against big teams. Just when it comes to small teams playing low block, low space to move, then Chelsea find it difficult. But against Arsenal, this is the team that is defensively solid, and Arteta has this reputation of coming out against big teams and try to be defensive like against Liverpool. He wants that defensive side of his team first before any attack because he believes once defense is okay, we will definitely create chance and definitely snatch some point out of that game. Now Chelsea need to know about that Arsenal strength. They need to know about that quick transition Arsenal have playing from Odegaard or where if it's what's his name, Eze. Now we need to take note of that. We need to make sure that midfield we don't allow Arsenal take charge of that midfield at any point that they want because Arsenal taking charge of that midfield with Declan Rice and what's his name, Odegaard and Zubimendi will be really, really terrible because those guys are goal scoring midfielders. You have Declan Rice who can score for you, who can go forward and score, and Zubimendi at the back. And you also have Zubimendi who can go forward and score with Declan Rice sitting at the back. And you also have Odegaard who can score and create too. So Arsenal has this team that is blessed, and they have the bench who can come up. You have the likes of Easy coming up, bringing his creativity and his goal scoring skills and everything. They are really, really set for this game. Unlike the Chelsea side, which we just got a new manager right now and just trying to like figure out, oh, this is how we want to play, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna do this and that. But Arsenal, for Chelsea, we need to make sure like we actually hold their wingers. We have the likes of Saka on the right wing and the likes of Trossard, who is very, very clinical with his shot. So we need to make sure those two guys we always have our eyes on. And then we have to be very, very clinical in this game against Arsenal. You don't get many chances against Arsenal. We've all seen that this season. Everybody can testify to that. You don't get many chances against Arsenal. If you get one chance, you have to score that chance. At least you have to be on target. So any chance we get, we need to know we need to score this. Not just we missed and that because Arsenal wouldn't give him any chance because they have their two centre backs back in Gabriel and Saliba. Meanwhile, in Stamford Bridge, Chelsea didn't play Arsenal with those two centre backs. So that is a very, very good strength for them coming into this game on Wednesday against Chelsea. Now, part three, what I feel my starting 11 should be. Now, for Arsenal side, I feel Arsenal, we all know what Arsenal are going to bring up. I feel Arsenal are going to bring up the same starting 11 they had against Liverpool where the match ended 0-0. So for Arsenal side, Raya is going to be on goalkeeper, be on goalie. Timber will be on the right back, Gabriel Saliba in defense, and Hincapi still remains in the left back. Now the midfield we all know will be Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. I think Odegaard is going to start, and then for the front three, we all know who's going to start. It's going to be Trossard on the left wing. I think definitely Saka is going to start on the right wing, and for the center forward, who's going to start in center forward, it will still be the same guy who started for what they call it. Yeah, the same guy who started for against Chelsea in the League Cup. That's Merino himself, the midfielder who wants to be a striker. Because I think Ateta likes that guy because not because he offers or he's more clinical than Gyökeres. No, it's because like he offers different things to the team in the sense that he you play him as a striker, he can come back and defend, unlike Gyökeres who wouldn't defend as him. So Arteta has that defense comes first for him. So I see Merino starting that game ahead of Gyökeres. Now for the Chelsea side, now this is Liam Rosenau. Now we saw him the last game playing far at the back, but if you go down to his history, like his games in Strasbourg, most times he plays with the four at the back formation. But against big teams, sometimes he switches to the three at the back. Actually, he tries to mirror teams who play three at the back this season. But I think in the game against Arsenal on Wednesday, he can come up with a four at the back formation and come up with a three at the back formation. But I think he's going to come up with a three at the back formation, given the first. It's a league game. It's a Carabao Cup game, and it's the first leg out of two. So and it's in Stamford Bridge. I think he's going to come up with a three at the back formation to just surprise things and make things up. That does not mean he's going to defend because he's promised he's going to attack. So I think he's going to come up with a three at the back formation. Now, what do I think his starting line is going to be? I think we're going to play three at the back with Badia Shield, with Chaloba, and with Fofana, three at the back. And then in the left wing back, he's going to play Hato. Now, I don't see him as Enzo Maresca trying to switch players playing in different position. He's a young manager to trust young players, right? So he's going to play Hato in the left wing back position and the right wing back position. I see him playing Pedro Neto right there because Pedro Neto on the right wing back position, he has that energy going forward and up. And then in the midfield, I see him play Enzo Fernandez and Rich James because I think those guys have energy in them to help. When why Rich James sits back and then Enzo Fernandez also sits back, not going forward too much, but Enzo Fernandez getting the ball. I see him playing a different role than what Enzo Maresca deployed Enzo Fernandez playing. So Enzo Fernandez getting the ball and distributing the ball with long passes, quick transition, counter attack game. And then in the attacking midfield position, I see him playing Palmer there, and then two up front with João Pedro and Garnacho. Now, this is going to be a really, really lightning quick counter-attacking game whereby we hurt Arsenal in the counter-attack, and not just counter-attack, in our build-up play, which will be very, very fast with Enzo Fernandez and Rich James giving those long passes, with Palmer also supporting and dropping deep when we need to defend. And if he decides to go with a four at the back formation, what does my lineup predict? I will see him playing two centre backs in Chaloba and Fofana, with Hato in the left back position, given we have Chilwell and Caicedo out of this game. So Hato in the left back position, then right back I see him playing Rich James in the right back position. Then in midfield I see him playing Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos. Andre Santos, he's known Andre Santos right from his time at um Strasbourg, and nobody can tell him more of Andre Santos than he himself, because Andre Santos has been a consistent performer for him last season in Strasbourg. So I see him in the midfield playing Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos there, and then up front, we have the Garnacho, Palmer, and Esteval, three in the front. And then up front, I see him playing João Pedro. Now, while I don't want to see him playing Delap in this game, is because Delap is a player who wants to play with his back to goal, and he's also good driving forward. But against those two Arsenal centre backs, I don't want him seen playing like a static. I want him seen playing a mobile flash kind of striker that will cause those two Arsenal defenders problems. That wouldn't just be in the box and waiting for all those crosses coming in. Now, those are my preferred lineup. I want to know what you think are your preferred lineups for this game. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think, oh, they should play this player? What formation do you think Lambrosino should play? And what do you think Arteta should tweak in the game coming against Chelsea on Wednesday? Now, let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.